Bollocks. Do not have enough space to put Twitch on there. That's shite. My phone charger, I'll put it on my phone.
Okay, ready. Where's this from? Hello, boys and girls. It is I, Shere Khan. I love Jungle Book so much.
I would change the last word of that. Sheer. My favorite word.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's up, guys? It's the two-man skeleton crew tonight. Brenna is working, and even if she wasn't working, she doesn't have a voice, so she would have been all great for the audio podcast. And it's me and Wayne. What's up, Wayne?
Hello. How are you, sir?
Okay. I'm slowly but surely taking stock on all the things I have to do my work and personal life, and I'm like, I really have to invest in some sort of cloning device.
I told you, man. You got to get that Homer Simpson hammock. You
Or
know.
s- or like some like that thing like the fly. He had a little booth thing. I could use his thing probably.
Yeah, but that was like for transportation. That weren't for cloning.
Well,
And
it
they,
turned him into a fly. It could maybe turn into something. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I need something.
yeah, it is. And the thing is, I said to you the other day that there's so much that we need to do, and then it's like kids and work and running around trying to get this done. It's difficult, but it's a labour of love, and we're still here. So
Yep.
yeah, we love it.
So what you drinking on today, sir?
My friend, on the 19 Crimes.
Which one is
It's
that?
this is a Cabernet Sauvignon, um, and it's a lovely drop. Can't grumble. Bit more expensive than I normally pay out for, but it's worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
It's got
Definitely.
that. You know, like when you have like a cheap wine, and it's basically like water, whereas this is really
Rich. It's a
coats you.
it's a full-bodied.
Yeah, you know, it just it's beautiful. Yeah, I highly recommend it, anyone. And if 19 Crimes, if you're listening, we're open for sponsorship. If you could send us a full range of your, sample of your full range, we'd be most happy to take it.
Yeah, I totally don't already have it sitting in the wine cabinet. Totally don't have every single vintage sitting in there.
You have a wine cabinet?
Yeah. There's
What?
also, well, to be fair, there's also tequila and rum in there, but all of our alcohol is in one cabinet. It's mostly
Oh,
wine.
okay. Do you keep that in the east wing of Mikey Towers, or?
It used to be there, but ever since I got the helipad put up, it was just really important for it to come from the chopper straight to chilled coolers. So I moved all that stuff up to the roof to the penthouse.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Is that where you've got the new swimming pool installation?
No, actually, change of plans. I put the swimming pool on floors 87 through 84. So I have a proper
Right.
diving well if I go from the top. It's nice to be able to dive down 40 feet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
And then
have
you get
and you don't have all that pressure.
then you just go into the little airlock and you're in the bedroom.
You just swim up and then there's like a little like a pool, like an abyss that you could swim up through. What is that, a dry dock?
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah, because all of our Patreon money and our Twitch money.
Big bucks. Big things moving in here. That's why I have a cup of nothing.
Yeah. So what's been going on with you, my man?
The wife is still infirmed. She's having some knee issues, so went for MRIs yesterday.
Mm.
So
Is that,
she's been home on the couch, bored out of her mind.
yeah. I hope that wasn't where you kicked her.
No, that was the other leg. And that was just a bruise. So
Yeah, well, them spindly little things is only ever going to be a bruise.
I'm getting in shape. Actually, I've been so busy, I didn't even get to go see Big House this week.
Yeah.
Didn't even get a chance to get over there. But
Well, at least you're putting a shift in, man.
yeah, trying to. All right. How dark do we want to start things? And hello, everybody on Twitch, and hello, everybody on YouTube, and hello, everybody listening on your favorite podcast app. Do we have a preferred? I think Apple is our preferred. If you listen to us on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, whatever it is, you're probably the coolest. And you should probably leave us like 100 million star review because we deserve it. And it helps us get in front of new listeners. So please do that.
And if you do leave a review, please don't swear.
Yeah,
Please don't say. Please don't say fuck or bugger.
because it'll just delete it and then it won't count.
Yeah. We need more eyeballs.
Everybody just goes, best fucking show ever. Best fucking show. Best fucking show ever.
If you want alternatives, you can say best copulating show ever.
Or
there
just say the best Wayne show ever. Because we all know Wayne's a fuck.
All right. Thank you for joining us on the Pin Podcast this week.
That was quick.
Mikey sabotaged it from the off. Yeah.
Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever.
I think we might as well just go dark and let's try and get lighter as we go.
All right.
Because there's a few nice stories in here today. We've got a nice selection.
Let's do the middle one. Can you pull up the Fox one?
Yeah, of course I can.
So you're gonna share your screen. You're gonna find it. You're gonna flip over to it, and then you're gonna hit the button.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hang on. Just leave studio. Oh no, that's the wrong thing.
I swear to God, if I have to do this whole thing by myself, I've been waiting forever because these goddamn Europeans and their goddamn time zones.
Wow. How rude.
You're the rude ones. Why don't you do it the same week as us? There we go.
You got it?
There we go. Let's do this. Look at us. We're way down here.
Get rid of that.
Okay. So, this is so funny. The city workers in New York are holding an anti-vaccine mandate rally because what is coming around the corner for a lot of people is if you do not get vaccinated, you will not be able to work in certain spheres of the economy. Your thoughts on just that so far, Wayne?
Well, we're having a very similar thing over here. Our health secretary, Sajid Javid, has decreed that if you're not vaccinated by November 11th, you cannot work in the care sector. That means you are automatically declaring yourself out of work because if no jab, no job.
No jabby, no worky.
I don't know if I went Clarkson or Boris then. No jab, no job.
Oh, speaking of that, real quick tangent. Did you see me in my speedboat? Did you see that in the pictures on Facebook, the video?
I did. Yeah, I did.
I was so happy.
Captain Slow strikes again.
I did it.
It's there with your two oars. Look how fast I'm going.
Oh no! I had 30 horsepower, and I needed more.
Oh, all right, okay. Mikey, do you wanna?
All right, let's set the scene. New York, probably city. Hundreds of New York City municipal workers marched over the Brooklyn Bridge and then held a rally outside of City Hall on Monday to protest vaccine mandates. Workers chanted, "Fuck your shot," and waved American flags. What? Okay. The city announced that all city employees will have to have at least one vaccine shot by this Friday, or they will have to be put on unpaid leave. This changes a policy that would allow non-vaccinated employees to undergo regular testing. Now, one thing that the people, and I hate it when people do this, is they refuse to get with the times, and they cost everybody else fucking extra money and time because we have to accommodate you and your stupidness. Like, yeah. I'm sorry, everyone on Earth. If you are still writing checks at the shop, you're done. No more checks. We don't need checks for shit. Checks are stupid. Checks are already attached to a bank account, which they will give you a debit card for free. Stop bringing your promissory notes into fucking places where we're trying to get the fuck in and get the fuck out. No one has time for this.
Don't get me started on the promissory note thing, man. Oh, God. Back in the day, I went down the whole rabbit hole of Freeman of the Land, promissory note, fucking all of that shit. I was proper down that rabbit hole. But,
no. You were a free man on the land?
Yeah. I was there, man. I was there.
That's too bad. Do I like this view better? Let's see. This good? Yeah, that's good. Harder to read. You know what? That is harder to read. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. This man goes on to say, it is a violation of my personal right or the right of every New Yorker that's not vaccinated now. DOT worker Osas, holy shit, Ighodaro. You have the right to make a choice. And you know what? He is absolutely right. He has the freedom to make a choice. However, he does not have the freedom to select his consequences. You don't have to get vaccinated. You also don't have to work for the city. These things are both things are true.
I'm going to read the next bit because he continues on and he says, a lot of the sanitation workers feel that whether you are vaccinated or not, you still should be tested because if you're vaccinated, you can still get COVID and give it to other people. Sorry, that was from DSNY. What's DSNY? I know the New York bit.
Department
of Sanitation.
Yeah.
Right. Michael Sage said, now, for me, if you're working in rubbish, you should probably take as many precautions as you can.
I guarantee you all of them got a tetanus shot. I guarantee you it's mandatory that you have to get a tetanus shot before. I'll look it up.
100%. 100%.
I bet you you have to get a tetanus shot to work there.
You probably do. And the thing is that there are a lot of professions within the public sector where you have to have certain vaccinations anyway.
Yeah.
That's been in place for years and years and years and years. And yet all of a sudden this one is like, oh no, this is a violation of my human rights. Hang on a minute. You got stabbed up with a tetanus shot. You had the Hep B shot.
Yeah.
All right. What's your problem here? Oh, it's not been tested. I don't know enough about it. All right, tell me your work into the Hep B shot. Let me see your research on that. But no, you still got stabbed. I'll take over if you don't mind, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
Up until this point, most city workers have had the choice to get vaccinated or get tested weekly. But after the Friday deadline, the testing option will be eliminated. The mandate has already gone into effect in the city school system, which is why Michael, pronounce that, Iorizo, is not working anymore. Michelle, sorry.
I just went along with it too, my dumbass. But yeah, Michael.
Yeah. Hey, Michael. She was a school safety agent for 19 years. She goes on to say, I resigned from my job completely. I just feel like you work so hard for so many years and this is the thanks that you get.
What the fuck? This is how you guys treat me after years of beating the shit out of your kids when you're not watching?
Exactly. Yeah, we're going to the janitor's closet.
Fucking just tripping kids as they come up the stairs running late. Fucking safety agent. What the fuck is a safety agent?
Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's just like someone's made up shit.
You just well, they probably have metal detectors at that school. You just like check the metal detectors. Like, that's not a fucking.
Yeah, I forget you have metal detectors. That's just mental. The protest comes as the Police Benevolent Association, which represents New York City police officers, filed a lawsuit in the state court challenging the city's vaccine mandate. Now, again, this is not new. I'm going to stop sharing, Mikey.
Yep.
This is not new. There are so many places where you work and you have to have these vaccines or proof that you're not having a certain condition. There are other things. I have to have what's known as a DBS check to make sure I'm not a wrong one. Make sure I haven't got a criminal record, all those kind of things. Now, that's a violation in itself because I'm having to tell you information about my past that doesn't really matter. But at the same time, I've also got to have vaccines for certain elements. You have to prove certain things to go to like Brazil or Kenya or all these other like travel restrictions. So it's not anything new. I just don't get why people are so pissy about. I've been double jabbed. Mikey, you've been double jabbed. I'm not getting. Yeah, I've not had Bill Gates try and control me. Malfunction.
And for all you audio people, I apologize. We both just did the robots in jerky motion.
Yeah, that's why you should watch the visual part of the podcast also.
Yeah, do yourselves a favor. Look at our beautiful mugs.
And yeah, what do you think is driving it? Because I mean, the factors of the old experiments that were the syphilis experiments from back in, I think it was the 50s,
40s and 50s. Yeah.
40s and 50s. I mean, I can understand that being a hesitation for one particular culture,
Right.
but at the same time, that was done all the way back then. And you look around at all the people that have already been vaccinated, and again, we're not jubbing out. We're carrying on. We're fine. So I don't know whether it's this libertarian, you can't tell me what to do kind of attitude that seems to be more prevalent, especially in Western societies. I don't know. Do you have a theory that you want to throw up?
They're entitled fucks. And
Wow.
Well, that's the thing. When you're part of a certain demographic in this country, no one can tell you what to do. No one has told your parents what to do or your grandparents. You have told society what to do, and society conforms to your every will and testament. Until now, where now the eggheads and the guys in the lab coats are just like, oh no, you guys need some masks on, and you're probably going to need to get this vaccination when it comes out. It's not 100% tested yet, but you know, let's put it out there. We're pretty confident in it. So I'm gonna need you guys to do that.
Yeah.
You don't tell me what to do. I am my own man. I can stand on my own too. It's like, no, you're gonna get this fucking jab, or you're gonna stop being around people. Because I can tell you one thing: if there was a teacher who had like the black lung or some random shit, and she was super fucking contagious, everyone would be up in arms about how that teacher could endanger those students. What's the difference? Except for the fact that now you're the teacher, and now you're saying, I have a right to teach. I should be able to keep my job. No, you are ill, or you could be possibly spreading something. So no, you're
Well, the thing is, like you say, if someone rocks up to even your work, if someone rocks up to your work with flu-like symptoms and they look like shit, you're like, nah, just go home.
Yeah. That was even before the pandemic, before all this stuff started.
Exactly.
Like, people started just coming in here, fucking shivering and shit because they got a fever and a little crust on. I'm like, oh, you just got the day off. Bye. No. Don't touch the fucking time clock, please and thank you. Don't touch anything, actually. Put your hands in your pockets, go back out to your car. You're done. That's it.
Exactly that.
Because number one, that's the moral thing to do. If someone doesn't feel well, you shouldn't force them to do a job just because they need the money. And also, I don't want to work around you because I don't want to take whatever you got back to my house.
Exactly.
And none of the customers want to take that shit back to their house either. So why don't you stay home? Here, I will ring up some chicken soup for you. Put that in a bag. You get your ass the fuck up out of here. Park it on the couch. Watch Maury today. And we'll see you tomorrow when you're feeling better.
Maury? Is that still a thing?
Oh, yeah, dude. He's in like season 800.
Maury Povich?
Yes.
Shut up. I thought that was like a 90s thing.
Chat, let me know if I'm wrong. I think he's still going. I don't have television anymore.
Everything's that just reminds me all them series we used to get them over here, like Maury Povich, Sally Jesse Raphael, and all them wrong uns.
I love Ricky Lake.
I bet you did. She did Big Brother over here.
Really?
Did you know that? Yeah, she did Big Brother over here.
Oh, she did Big Brother.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said she had a big brother. I was like, Johnny Lake?
No, I'm not saying she did a Big Brother either.
Wayne, you dog. Can you pull up the Illinois.gov one for me real quick?
Yeah.
Because in the lovely state of Illinois, our governor is. We're kind of waiting on the state legislature. There you go.
Legislature.
The law peoples. The state law peoples. Law persons. We're waiting on them to vote on it. But there's going to be. There's currently a loophole for people to not get the vaccine through like religious exemptions. And what the new legislation is going to do is remove that exemption from them. They will no longer be able to say, well, I'm so and so, so I can't get vaccinated. It's like, if you're not vaccinated, then your company can say you can't work here. Which
Got
is
it.
oh, cool. Well, you're not on it.
Hang on. There we go. Merch.
There we go. That's the wrong one, my friend.
I thought you wanted the Chicago one.
No, the Illinois.gov.
Is that right? Let me stop sharing. Live production. Sorry, mate. That's my bad.
That's all good. You know what? Actually, I think this isn't the one I'm looking for anyway. Because this is more. It's fine. It's fine. Because it says Governor Pritzker issues executive order to protect young children not eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine, and pretty much what the article describes. And this is from August 2021. So if you guys would just go to Illinois.gov, you can find the article there. And pretty much like people who are like daycare workers and teachers and babysitters, it was mandated that they had to get the vaccine. They had to get the vaccine because they're working with kids who cannot get the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
And there was people pissed about that. That why should I have to do it? It's like, well, because you're around kids. Well, that's not my fucking fault. But that's how you get your money.
Exactly.
Like I can't want to be a YouTuber and want to be a podcaster and like, what is this bullshit? You're gonna make me pay for a computer? This is bullshit. I have to pay for mics? No, that's a cost of doing business.
It's not only that. It's terms and conditions are one thing when it's just you, right? But when you are interacting with other people, there are checks and balances that have to be in place to make sure that you're not a risk to someone else. So if like say you're working on your own in your garage, right? It don't matter. You can crack on, do what you like.
Right.
But if you're going into other people's environments and could potentially infect them, I'm sorry, you do not have that right to say I don't care if I get infected because you could potentially then infect someone else.
But
that's not your right. That's not your right.
But that's been a thing forever. Like people have been getting locked up or sued at least for a long time when it comes to like HIV and other like communicable like infectious diseases, dangerous, deadly infections. Like you can't just knowingly expose people to that without at first letting them know what the fuck is going on. And if you don't know that you have COVID or not, and you won't wear a mask and you won't get your vaccines, you are just putting your head in the sand and just walking around spreading your shit to whoever comes in contact with you. And that's fucking that is one of the most selfish things you can fucking do.
Yeah, 100%, man. And it does wind me up. I mean, we're pretty much back to normal, I would say, over here. Like pubs are open, clubs are open. In Scotland and Wales, you have to show a vaccine, your vaccine card to show that you've been vaccinated before you can even go into a club. Football's back on massively. Yeah, all open air sports are back on, and yeah, everything seems to be back to normal. But our cases are going up. Yeah,
which is what I like. That's obviously what's going to happen. Like,
and the thing is, people make this sort of weird distinction between cases and hospitalizations. But the thing is that the two are inextricably linked in the sense of you may not be showing any symptoms. You may show that you have got the virus, which also means that you are going around and you're every day just giving it to someone else. So the case that you may present is fine by you, but as soon as you've just given it to someone else, you don't know where they're going. Right. You don't know what they're doing. So this is exactly why the cases are going up. And yes, granted, the vaccines help with reducing the risk of serious illness. Yeah, I was going to go with serious illness, you grim reaper. Fucking hell. Poxy Americans. But it's just a matter of just still be sensible. You might be double vaccinated, but me and Mikey have never shared a room.
Not yet.
We're doing our bit.
We're doing our best to stay 6 feet apart. So I have a glass protector between us here.
Same.
You know.
So here, this is my fridge. My fridge here just stops Mikey's cooties getting through here, and I change this mic muff every week.
Well, that's why I keep. I mean, anytime I have to be near Wayne, I just keep these bad boys on deck. Got my Clorox wipes. So as soon as the call is over, I wipe down my screen, wipe down my camera, especially my headphones where his words have come into my ears. I have to wipe all that shit down. I wipe my eyes, just to be sure. Just to be sure.
And this is why I do this in my kitchen, because it's the most hygienic place ever. Everything gets bleached. Everything gets sprayed down. Oh, Mikey, I'm getting that for a breeze as well.
Yeah. Let me do this. Oh, one quick thing for all of you guys who are really cool and checking us out over on Twitch. We have emotes.
Yeah.
Got emotes.
You can put little pictures of our faces in the chat.
Well, just Wayne and Brenna for now.
Oh, okay.
Until we get more subs, then we can
I feel privileged.
I put you two first because you guys had the coolest emotes.
Coolest boat races.
Yeah, sure, that too. Well, let's take this all the way down. Go ahead and pull up that Chicago Sun-Times one now. Let's get all the way in the shit, and my drink's kicking in, so I can properly get fucking angry. Let me move my mic away from me a little bit because I'll probably be yelling. Have to be responsible with my sound.
Yeah. Yeah, but you'll probably still sound louder than us in the mix because you like to do that. Dominate us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I gave it a little sound check just to be sure. Sorry, guys. No, you're louder than me. You guys are always louder than me. I'm usually too soft. That's normally the issue. All right.
There you go.
Here we go. Alrighty. I talked about this on Dig on America yesterday. And our show was about stereotypes, and this kind of plays right into it. Wayne, you've probably experienced a stereotype or two in your times.
Yep. It's not that big.
Gross. Video shows Chicago cop fatally shooting man after 911 caller reported the man was being attacked with a knife by his wife. Go down a little bit. That first paragraph. All right. Michael Craig was desperate for help when from police in the early morning hours of October 4th, the day he was shot dead by a police officer, according to his son, Patrick Jenkins. His son was in the house, everyone. Wednesday, after Chicago's Police Oversight Agency released its files on the shooting, Jenkins said there was ample evidence that Craig himself had called the police and was the victim of an attack by his knife-wielding wife. Not long after he woke, the 61-year-old Craig called 911 and said his wife was holding a knife to his throat as he lay in bed, apparently as his 7-year-old son looked on, according to a recording released by the Civilian Office of Police Accountability. That's COPA. And I listened to, we'll post the link for you guys to check out or whatever. But the 911 call is truly chilling. It's disturbing past what you probably think it should be. Got it over here on my side. I can see it better.
Can we scroll down?
Lost my spot. Okay. So he says, to the 911 operator, he says, I need the police over here. My wife's got a knife on my neck on the bed. Are there any officers coming here? And he says several times, she's got a knife on my neck and I can't move. If I move, she'll kill me. I've got the front door open. Tell the officers the door is open. My kid is opening the door. Before he told us on, go downstairs, let the police in, go, do like I said, go downstairs. So, but the first officer to arrive shot Craig twice within seconds of entering the apartment. Now, this cop, I'm just going to hide this in the background for a second so we can discuss what's been laid out so far. The body cam footage shows the cop driving up, jumping out of his car, running past the kid, running up the stairs. And he's got akimbo. He's got taser in one hand, taser in the left hand, and then his firearm in the right hand. Runs up the stairs, goes into the apartment with the doors open. Michael breaks free from the wife to try to get separated from her, and he's shot. And then the wife is tased. Article goes on to say, everything my father told him, everything he cried out for, they ignored, Jenkins said. And then they let him die like a dog. A neighbor awakened by Craig's 7-year-old son also called 911 that morning and reported that Craig was being threatened by his wife. Craig's son was waiting on the sidewalk when the officer arrived, and when the boy told him that the mother had the knife, and his father had been the one that told him to call the police. As he approached the door with his taser drawn, the officer called out to the people inside the apartment, and Craig shouted back, "She's got a butcher knife to my neck." And that's enough of what's going on there. The shitty part, and the part that's the most infuriating, is it's pretty far down the article here. Let me read it.
I just stopped sharing.
It's
so
okay. I'll just, if you could drop that. Oh, okay. I'll drop it in the chat.
All right.
It says here, in the use of force report, in the section listing the subject's actions, the officer checked the boxes for did not follow verbal directions and physical attack with a weapon for the man that he shot. In the section reason for response, the officer marked defense of a member of the public and subject armed with a weapon. Go ahead.
What you mean? So the guy who had the knife on his neck, who was unarmed, was the one who had the weapon.
Yeah, apparently. That's how that works now.
Even though the initial 911 call
was by him,
yeah, stating the complete opposite,
yeah,
to what the officer has now said.
Yeah.
Okay. Mikey, go.
I don't know the best avenue to say this, but this is why motherfuckers don't call the police. This is exactly why. This is exactly why motherfuckers don't trust cops, why they don't call the cops, they don't ask for help from cops, they don't want directions from cops, they don't want nothing to do with cops. This man was literally, like, on the autopsy, he had already been stabbed several times on top of the gunshot wounds. And he fucking called you to help him. And now this cop is going to fucking get off. He'll probably get transferred to another department, move to a new city. His name will never be released, so no one in the public will know. And it'll all be fine and dandy for him. It's just, hey, it's just one of those accidents. Hey, it's just collateral damage, part of the job. But now there's a fucking 7-year-old who just saw his fucking daddy shot. And his mother, she also went to the hospital for mental health issues. So he's going to be raised by his family, the rest of his family, with no parents.
And I guarantee that officer will end up taking the Santos $2,000 and moving to Florida.
He'll just be absolved from all things. Because that's the price that our current policing system is willing to pay. Even if the 911 operator tells you the woman's got the knife to the man's neck, You can't just shoot the man when you walk in because you're scared and jumpy or whatever. If you can't act appropriately in those situations, you
Mhm.
got the wrong profession.
Yeah,
You're
this
doing
is
the wrong job.
for me. For me, all police officers need to be Vulcans. They need to be unemotional, logical, just drones that can analyze things in a logical manner and make the correct decision. Because there's a big debate in America, I know, at the minute about sending social workers into places where a,
Correct.
a cop has been sent in instead. And that cop is there to deal with escalating situations with the ultimate sort of arbiter being their sidearm. And if you say if a police officer comes to me and he's got a gun on his hip, this is totally alien to us, by the way, in the UK. Um, we shit ourselves when they say red dot, meaning they're going to tase you. You know, that's as normal, like as high
Right.
as it goes on a normal situation. The only time an armed officer is ever deployed is if someone has been told that that person has a firearm, and then they will send a specialist unit, and a specialist unit,
Huh?
someone who has been trained to operate a gun. All right, most officers that are taser, taser trained are trained to that level. Most officers that go out have they have their body cam, they have a pepper spray, and they have a telescopic truncheon. That's pretty much it, right? And we do all right. We don't do the best, but we do all right. We're not shooting people routinely, and I feel that because of the culture in America, it's totally different. It's we're the police. We can just shoot people willy nilly, and the consequences are so, because obviously the court systems and the whole rallying round thing that happens when a policeman deploys his firearm, all of his mates will rally round and be like, no, no, they'll find a reason as to
Yeah.
why he did it, and it was all right. And I think that whole culture is not doing them any favors. And again, this is me just being an outside observer. I'm giving my opinion. I've not got any degrees in this. I've not looked at any studies. I'm just looking at what I can see and what I feel. So it's not a scientific analysis by me at all. It's literally my opinion and what I can, yeah, the information I'm given. That's all I'm doing is dissecting that. It's it's tragic. It's absolutely tragic that every single officer in America has a gun, and when they feel threatened or when they're a slight bit perturbed, they go, here you go. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
How's that de-escalating?
It's just I'll de-escalate you through force.
Exactly.
What
Exactly.
what the hell is that?
Yeah. It's it's and the thing is, Mikey, I speak to you and I speak to Brenna every week, every day, pretty much on
Yeah.
chat and whatnot, and I observe the news that we get fed, and I can only go on that and obviously your testimony, and it disheartens me that America is supposed to be like the pinnacle of democracy and the pinnacle of land of the free, home of the brave, and everything, and it's just not. And yeah, it does sadden me, especially coming from somewhere which is classed as the home of democracy. Segway.
I mean, this is say what you're gonna say because that wasn't a great segue. Just
Oh no, because I was going to segue to my thing.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna segue to my subject matter when it comes to the home of democracy. When we've got people over here who are in power, who are taking money and trying to influence Parliament to do things that benefit certain interests. And it just so happens that that's all kind of come out in the wash just now. And I'm talking about Owen Paterson. Now, Owen Paterson is an MP, was an MP.
Member of Parliament.
Yes, sorry. Thank you, Mikey. Was an MP that basically had an investigation done into his conduct because he was taking money from private companies, and he was using that money to fund his lifestyle, but at the same time he was using his parliamentary influence to lobby government and lobby other parliamentarians to get things done that would be beneficial to these two particular companies. And I'm going to share my screen now, Mikey.
Sure.
If you're going to pull this up. And it's not gone well, is the is the outcome. And there is lots to take away from why it's not gone well.
And I'm just trying out some new stuff here. This is from Kay in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Social workers are ultimately just another part of the carceral system that abolitionists want dismantled and replaced from the ground up. And that's fine. Like, that's fine. I just need, for now, I need somebody with some fucking knowledge of human beings, because obviously the police officers can't be trusted with that. Clearly and obviously. So I need somebody with some sort of fucking academic training and de-escalating situation.
Mm-hmm.
I need, and also the fucking cops need to know what the fucking laws are. Like, exigent circumstances do not dictate that you sprint up the stairs and shoot. That's not what that says. That's not what that means. And you didn't tell anybody to get off the ground. There were no commands. You just saw somebody sprint from doorway to doorway and you shot. Well, you tased her after the fact. So
yeah,
I still
probably just for the sake of it. Oh, hang on, I better tase you as well, so it looks like I've done something.
And then now it's like, oh well, I was trying to get her, but then he, and then I, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I just want this particular story that I'm highlighting is something that goes on in America every day, and is did you say bullshit? Bullshit again.
Call him like I see him.
Okay. Well, here you go. Have that. This is a story all about how.
Here we go.
No. Owen Paterson quits as MP over lobbying nightmare, and basically what's happened is this fella here, Owen Paterson. Hello. Right. Owen Paterson has resigned as MP after row over his conduct led to a government U-turn. The Conservative was found to have broken lobbying rules and was facing suspension until Tory MPs blocked it. This is what's significant. By calling for an overhaul of the MP standards Watchdog instead. So let me just give you a background on this. The MP's Watchdog was put in place. It was cross-party MPs plus laymen after the MP's expenses scandal of a few years ago, where people were claiming expenses for things like cleaning their moats and, duck ponds and whatnot, and the most ridiculous things. So they had to have this independent body put in place to make sure that this did not happen again. This scandal didn't happen again. But what's happened is, let me read on, and it will kind of explain itself. They initially had the backing of Number 10, but Downing Street reversed its decision after the furious backlash. What does that mean?
What does that mean, Number 10?
Number 10 Downing Street.
So the Prime Minister?
No, the office of the Prime Minister.
Okay.
Mr. Paterson said he now wants a life outside of the in quotes, outside the cruel world of politics. Yeah, you done all right in your sunshine. In a statement, the 65-year-old, who represented North Shropshire since 1997, said the past 2 years have been an indescribable nightmare for my family and me. He said his integrity had repeatedly and publicly questioned, and he claimed he was totally innocent of breaking lobbying rules, which he got found guilty of
I was
breaking.
about to say, they literally caught you.
Yeah. So Prime Minister Boris Johnson paid tribute to his... that's all fluff. Don't worry about that. So what's basically happened is Owen Paterson, former MP, was paid by two companies, and he was being paid by them as a consultant, but he was also being instructed by them to ask questions in Parliament, which is totally against the rules. You cannot do that. If you have a vested interest, especially when you're getting paid, it's like a bribery. It's like your whole money in politics thing. He had an investigation against him. He got found out by this watchdog that was put in place specifically for the conduct of MPs. And as soon as he got found out, all he was facing was a 30-day suspension. All right? So he's been caught with his pants down, and they're just saying, right, you can get a 30-day suspension, which if enough of his constituents said we're not happy with him, he could have a recall, and that means he would be facing a by-election. That's literally it. That's all his punishment.
Well, then he'll have to get a job.
Yeah, but the thing is, the punishment was terrible. It was like pathetic. And yet what he did was he got all of the Tories to the Conservative Party to hold a vote on whether to abolish this particular watchdog. And it happened after the verdict came in. So it's like, basically...
he tried the trumpet.
Yeah. He was like, I've broken the rules. Come on, lads, come on. Back me up. And they've gone, yeah, we'll back you up. And then they all voted to get rid of this particular watchdog. And so as soon as he gets found out, they say we need to get rid of this watchdog because we don't like the verdict. And then they all voted to get rid of this watchdog. There's a massive backlash in the media, and this is something that is really, really proven in the sense of it was the right-wing media that had a backlash, because the right-wing media are basically like, hang on a minute, sunshines, you don't run this, we do. All right? So you think you can change the rules at a whim? No. And there was this huge backlash, and the very next day, today, they did a U-turn on the decision to get rid of it and said, no, we might have another vote. And now, Owen, bless him, thank you for your service, sunshine. Ta-ta. Resigned.
I hope he gets his vaccination because he's going to need it to go get a job somewhere.
But the thing is, this is a tiny little drop in the ocean of what goes on with regards to corruption of politicians, the lobbying thing, and the fact that the media are the ones, especially the right-wing media, are the ones that are telling us what is going on. And in the US, the lobbying thing is huge. It's like the NRA. Who are your other lobbies? You got your Walmarts and your...
Yeah.
You
name it. There's a lobby for it.
There's a lobby for it. But these politicians are bought. And this is case in point. And this is just one person. And the reason given by Dominic Cummings, which is Boris Johnson's former chief advisor, for this decision is not because of Owen Paterson's conduct. It's because Boris Johnson's under investigation right now. So if they can get rid of that particular watchdog before the investigation is up on Boris Johnson, then Boris Johnson gets off scot-free. And that is the controversy that is going on over here at the moment. Hopefully they're all fucked.
I just feel like you guys are bullying them. No.
Yep. Little old me sitting in my kitchen with my fancy lights, and me big red end.
I don't feel like they should be. Why should they have to follow the same rules as everybody else? That doesn't seem fair at all.
No, but that's the narrative that's been punted out. It's a case of why do they get to do what they want to do, take money from whoever, and when they get found out, nothing happens. And that's it's
yeah.
But sorry, go on.
I mean, that virus that you guys spread over here, coming home to roost. Because all the shitty things in our politics is slowly but surely making its way across the pond.
No. Hang on a minute.
You got your crumpet Trump over there. You got
crumpet Trump.
Now your lobbyists are getting all out of control. Yeah, you guys will have guns before you know it.
No, but this is no. So you started it. Like our man Owen is like, oh, okay, they get away with it over there. What can happen to me? I'm Owen Patterson. I'm fucking Owen Patterson.
Yeah.
Got called out. And you know, the thing is, when the verdict was released, he turned around and said, I'll do it again tomorrow.
Dumbass.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Well, in the infamous words of Red Foreman, jackass. We need to move that. I gotta find that clip and I'll put that on there for bits or something for Twitch, because that's just gotta be a special kind of stupid to be that dumb.
Yeah,
you're trying at that point.
I mean, there was a lot of nuance and other bits and pieces that go with the story. I'm just kind of giving you an overview because I'm a dickhead. I'll just go on what I can read and what I can prove, and it's again for me endemic in our political society or our political class, and it's more so with the Conservatives. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Labour Party are guilty of it too, but for different reasons, because the Labour Party could be nobbled by trade unions, whereas the Conservatives are more corporate and more sort of like... And the thing is, they've been in power for over 10 years now, and it's just a case of they're starting to take the piss. And where they've taken the piss this far, he's been called out, and he's been called out because it's like, shut the fuck up, what are you doing? We're all going to get fucking bollocked here. And and now he's... Yeah, like, stop it. And that's, again, another reason why the right-wing media have jumped in, and he'll become a martyr and a scapegoat. And he'll do the rounds everywhere, being, what a hero, what a victim.
I can't believe this is happening to him.
Yeah.
All for nothing.
But already that's a narrative that they're projecting.
I quit.
Yeah. And then he's just gone, nah, bollocks, I'm done.
You know what? Instead of us, I was trying to plan something really cool for our episode 100. Episode 100, we're just going to start. We're going to do 100. We're going to do 99. We're going to do 100. And then we're going to do 99, 98. And we're going to count down until we all just move to Ginger Island. Because I don't know if I can take another 100 episodes. The world is so dumb.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit insufferable.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit unsufferable.
For the audio listeners, I've just shut my eyes and had to keep my mouth shut because Mikey loves to butcher like James May does with a machete.
I do it by purpose.
Language. Oh, you see.
Take the bait. Not so funny now, is it? I'm so funny now.
I'm not having it. I am a punctilious follower of the rules of language.
And Wayne is also a punctilious follower of trying to drift in front-wheel drive cars. It's his favorite thing.
No,
He's one of the few people on Twitter that argue that front wheel drives can drift.
No, I said 4-wheel drives can drift.
No, I remember in a very private DM you told me that you love having front wheel drive, front engine cars and drifting them.
I don't remember saying that.
That's because I made it up, Wayne.
Oh, okay.
I'm slandering you, Wayne.
Wow. Right, I'm getting my lawyer.
He said he also prefers automatic to manual.
Do you know what? I kind of do.
Oh, what the fuck, Wayne?
No. Listen, hear me out.
There's no listening.
Right, in my work van is manual. And because I've got to get somewhere double quick all the time. So I'm like, right? But when it's not my tyres. But when I had my Audi A4 convertible, which was a V6, and it was an auto, it was a Multitronic. I fucking love that. It's just fucking, this is all right, this.
Yeah, until you're about to fall asleep on the road because you're so fucking bored because you haven't done anything with your arms and hands, your arms and legs in like fucking 15 miles, and you just got you got the cruise control on. You're just literally sitting there.
What are you talking about? Just text.
The views and opinions of Wayne are not indicative of those of the Bin Podcast and the Bin Podcast Media Corporation.
Just put your phone on the dash, watch a bit of Top Gear, sit back.
Watching Top Gear. While on the, what do you call it? The M1? That's your main?
No, the M25, man. M25, I'm on that every day. Which is it's the London Orbital. It just goes around London.
I hate highways like that. They have that in Baltimore. It's the worst. The absolute worst. If you're new, it's impossible to fucking navigate.
Well, we've got these things called the home counties. And they're all the ones that are connected to London. So you got Essex, Hertfordshire, Berkshire, Buckinghamshire, Surrey, Kent, and Sussex. Right?
What are you apologizing for?
I'm not apologising.
I said sorry.
Oh, because I've got a frog in my throat as I was talking.
Oh, you said Surrey. I was making fun of it. Come on, Wayne, keep up. Jeez. Come on, man. Are you... Wake up, man. Wake up. You know what?
This is...
Going to the mid-roll, and you're doing it. You're endless. Endless. Here we go. Come on, Big Bren. Tell us. Sell your wares.
Hi.
She's gonna fucking kill you.
I know, but I'm going down fighting.
And then Wayne was drone struck.
Yeah. God, you probably would send one. Hello, everyone. If you would like to help us increase our viewership, help us with getting the word out there, you can always join our Patreon at patreon.com/The Bin Podcast. And just, give us a couple of quid, You got a couple of rubles, a dinero. If you got some pesetas, we'll have them as well.
Lira,
yeah.
Kroner.
We'll take anything. No, we would really appreciate your support, and we appreciate you being here, listening and watching us as well. And we're trying to get this as big as we can. We've got merch. We've got new merch, which is available. If you can see this, look at this. This is part of our range. And if you want to buy some merch, that will help us expand what we do, because we need stuff. Like Mikey's computer's over there, like smoke coming out the side of it. And...
My computer sweats every Thursday.
and I'm pretty sure Jartan needs a new longboat or something. And
snowmobile.
Yep. And
by the way, we have to come up with. So for me, my personal emote is going to be Zero. I'm going to get Zero's little face. For Jartan, I'm going to find a chicken. For Brenna, I'm going to find a drone. What should we make for yours? For people who are subbed to us on Twitch. I thought about a refrigerator with the door open.
but it needs to be something a bit more niche than that.
I mean, it could be like, how do you make an emote for wrestling, right? Like the ring, a belt, but
An
that's
elbow drop.
yeah, an elbow drop. No, that's not a thing. Like it needs to be like an icon. Let us know, guys. Hit us up on Twitter at Bin Podcast.
Yeah. So getting back to the whoring, yeah,
Whore away.
we would much we would very much appreciate your support on patreon.com/the bin podcast, or if you're interested in merch, there will be new merch popping up very, very soon. In fact, if you go to our Facebook, you'll see samples of our merch, which is beautiful, all grey, and the t-shirts are black and white, the hoodies are grey. Yeah, we got hoodies, we got beanies, we got stickers. Oh, Mikey, you hadn't even seen the stickers, have you?
No.
Oh, okay. We've got new stickers as well. I'll show you them in a little bit. But yeah.
Hopefully when you send them across the pond, it doesn't look like fucking Macho Man Randy Savage did a fucking flying elbow on it, because the last one had a fucking cavity of like 3 or 4 inches deep. I'm glad it was just stickers in there. And yeah, it was this, which is also going out to Patreon supporters. But yeah, it was just like it was like someone just literally drop kicked it. It looked like there was a boot print of dent.
Really?
Yeah. From the fucking USPS. I was like, God fucking, what are you doing? Who handled this?
Well, I'll make sure I'll put lots of them, what do they call them?
Peanuts.
The peanuts in. Because, by the way, Mikey, I'm picking it all up tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to van full of merch, and that's going to be the day where I crash and burn.
Van full of merch. All of the new gear for my podcast.
Who's a bloke in the back, Wayne? I don't know. What are these cigarettes doing here? I don't know.
Jartan.
He'd be like, what? Eh?
Cut him loose. And I just grab some Jameson. I just tilt his head back and slowly pour it into his mouth. Like, talk to me, old friend. Talk to me.
And it'd be like one of them old Popeye adverts.
Yeah.
Arms, come on.
Yes.
He's probably watching this now, calling us all kinds of names.
He's flicking off his fucking phone right now. Fuck you. We can't see it, you shit.
He's outside starting up the generator to get his internet going.
You wait till the sun comes up and I get electricity again. Then you'll be sorry.
No, he's just pulled out Mjolnir.
In about 6 to 7 months, the sun's going to come over that hill over there, and it's going to warm up those solar panels, and then you'll be sorry.
Oh, Jesus. Let's not talk about stereotypes, eh?
Well, that was only because that was literally how he was working in the cabin, man.
Yeah.
When he was, when these motherfuckers are marching in the fucking streets because there was a vaccine that's available and they don't have to quarantine every day before they go into work. Zartan fucking spent 1,000 years in a fucking log cabin with bears running around just so we could see his family, so we could quarantine.
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. That man, Zartan, you can turn off now. I'm gonna say something nice about it. So fuck off, please, you cunt.
Yeah, we're not talking about you. We're talking about a different Zartan, the good one.
Yeah. We're talking about Zartan. But the dedication that man put in just to go and spend some time with his family under the rules and all that was admirable. So admirable. And then when you see, like you say, like my neighbours who are just flouting the rules and doing what they like, and we've got our man locked up in Rocky's cabin, you know, playing Hearts on Fire and, you know, punching walls with zero internet. It just goes to show you like how
He didn't get to make a single TikTok of him dancing in front of his fucking 18-wheeler in a kilt.
I forgot about that. we so need to put that all over our Facebook. I'm gonna do that after this.
Are we doing TikTok now, or can we still abstain? I'm
not about it.
I'm team abstain at this point.
Yeah, I'm not about it.
I don't want to do it. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean it'll be a 2-2 vote. I mean we know Jartan, so I guess Brenna will be the deciding vote on whether we go. She gets 3 votes anyway, so
exactly. So Brenna's a deciding vote anyway, whatever we do. But yeah, I'm going to try and be a bit more active on our Facebooks because we've been neglecting that for some time.
And speaking of Facebook, we never actually talked about it. We got like 1 or 2 more things, and then we're going to wrap up, guys. What do you think about Facebook changing its name to Meta?
Pointless rebranding. I think Zuckerberg's kind of gone, yeah, I don't look too good in this world at the minute, so if I change my name, no one will notice and I can get away with doing more shit. And the other thing is, Meta, when you think about the name of it, metadata, that's all he's been doing. He's been harvesting that for fucking years. Since 2008, I think. Was it Facebook 2008?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it might have been 6.
Well, because you remember when Facebook first started and you'd play like Hobo Wars and it was just like a text thing and it was shit. I was still sitting there living in my MySpace life. It was great. MySpace was brilliant. And then all of a sudden, Facebook.
I keep saying it, but I'm going to make us a MySpace page. We are going to be the fucking kings and queens of fucking MySpace. No one's there. There's no competition. We can take over.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, right. She's an empty house. Right, it's mine now.
Yeah, we got squatters' rights on MySpace.
Turn up with our bin podcast flag. Right.
Plant that
this is us.
Like Iwo Jima. Just the 4 of us just...
Yeah. Sit there copying our codes for different layouts. Yeah, there we go. Boom. I thought I was a coder.
Oh, I thought for sure I was a coder by fucking copying and pasting. I knew it all.
And the thing is, there was no copyright bans, were there? Remember, you go onto people's page and they play that song.
Oh yeah, I'd have like the little embedded fucking YouTube video in there.
Yeah,
but, I mean that still would refer him back, so I think that was okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a right. Bin podcast /MySpace.
No, backwards. MySpace.com.
Oh yeah, sorry, MySpace. Sorry.
MySpace.com / the Bin Podcast.
No, Mikey, we're taking it over, so it's going to be the other way around.
Instead of thinking why, you need to begin to wonder why not.
Exactly.
How much would it be to buy fucking MySpace? $30, $40? It can't be worth shit anymore.
Mikey, did you just do a Neil deGrasse Tyson impression?
I've been watching a lot of him lately.
Because you seem to slip into him right there. Giggity.
I always called Neil deGrasse Tyson my real dad.
Yeah. He's the dad I need, not the dad I got.
He's the father that Gotham needed, not the one that it deserved.
Exactly that. Oh God. No, there's I can't remember who it is. There's a guy that does a parody of Neil deGrasse Tyson, and it's like him and his missus having a row, and then he just slips into one of like Neil deGrasse's monologues. So like she comes home, she finds him cheating, and he goes, "But what do you mean by cheating?"
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I've got a fire.
X, send me more emotes so I can fucking wind up and test out this thing. More emotes. Everybody fill the screen with emotes. I have a new thing that I'm trying. Can you see this, Wayne?
Yeah.
Check this out. Shibuya. And now we are flooded with emotes. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
is that Charlie Kirk?
Oh God. No.
Utah, what have you done? You've sullied our good chat.
What has science done? You want to do your last another news story, and then we can GTFO.
Yeah. I'll need to talk to you afterwards anyway.
And look at you done a emotes F's in the chat for Wayne for being the best co-producer I've had all show.
Oh, that reminds me. You've just reminded me of my favorite quote from the film.
It's the rest in peace egg. Not the egg one.
Do you remember Hot Shots Part 2?
Nope.
One of my favourite lines in that is that I'm going to kill you till you die.
Kill you to death.
Right, let me just shut all these down because my computer's looking a little bit spicy right now.
And also, we'll close all your unnecessary windows.
Yeah, I've done that.
Also, shout out to my old Halo clan, Team Nade, and our hashtag was kill him in the face.
Oh, that's the best thing to do. I need
Halo Infinite's coming out. You're going to have to switch over to fucking Microsoft there, big boy.
Mikey, you're going to need to talk amongst yourself because this particular thing is a video and not an article.
Well, why don't you just describe it then?
Okay, let me quickly. I'll quickly read it to you, rather than doing that because it is a video and it's got the audio in it. Australian girl found alive after disappearing from campsite. 4-year-old Cleo Smith has been found alive 18 days after she went missing from a campsite in northwest Australia. Police found the little girl locked in a home in the small town of Carnarvon. They've nicked a Scottish name. Dirty gits.
How do you know that they're not Scottish transplants?
Yeah. Western Australia CNN Ivan Watson reports. So what happened was... shut up.
No, fucking X is putting the worst emotes ever in there.
Oh my goodness. So what happened was this little girl was on a camping holiday with her family and she was snatched out of her tent and has been gone for 18 days. And the police finally found her alive and well in this locked home. I believe it was I'm not going to give the geezer's name because I don't.
Him.
Yeah, some 36-year-old twat had taken her, and the Australian police rocked up, found her, and she's alive and well. And it's just a fantastic story because these stories normally don't end this way. And I'm gonna quickly share because it's not going to be the video. The video's on there, but just look at this little girl's face, Mikey. Look how happy she is to be back with her. Well, she's on a hospital gurney, but she's with her parents. Mikey's having a giggle with the chat at a minute.
It's so fucking funny. I'm gonna have to minimize this while we're fucking going live going forward because X is gonna fuck me up every fucking week.
But look at how happy she is.
Oh, here we go. Ooh, she got freeze pop.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy too.
And I wish we could play the video, but CNN will be honest, like white on rice. Yeah. But yeah, it's such a beautiful story. In the sense of she's been found, not the the outcome is beautiful. The story's not. Sorry, I kind of misspoke there. Apologies.
So here, let's do this. I would like for it to become a thing where people that watch and listen to the show can be a little bit more interactive with us. By all means, if you find any article between Thursday and Thursday that is positive in any sort of way, our DMs are open. Please hit us up on
Hmm.
Twitter at Bin Podcast because we would like to talk
Yeah.
about it because most of the shit that comes across my desk is the most toxic, vile, crazy. Gee, thank you. Thank you, X.
Mm.
I needed the fucking Doritos bounce around the screen like a fucking Microsoft screensaver. Like, I need a little bit more levity in my life, and I would like to know that this fucking shitty fucking planet is worth fighting for. Because at this
Yeah.
point, when the Martians invade, I'm leaving with them.
Yeah.
I'm trading
Yeah.
all you bitches in for a fucking comfy cot with the aliens.
Should we call it the and finally quiz?
And finally, a
Yeah.
young puppy learns to walk with his roller skate back legs. They call him Zipper, and
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do for now, right? So, if there's any sort of like happy news story that you find,
wait, and Zipper just got a sponsorship from WD-40 and Tony Hawk's trucks.
oh, hang on, about ready to come to the. I'm sorry. You-
Hold on. Look, I can put it on screen now. Look at me.
okay.
Look at me go. Boom, this comment from X about ready to come to the UK, aka Turf Island, to be a lorry driver.
It's not on screen, Mikey.
It was on screen.
I didn't see it.
It's up in the top right. There you go. Boom.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah. So I've got both. I've got both at the minute. I'm like,
Oh, 2. That's adorable. I have 5.
oh, well done, Mikey.
Yeah, so please go to
Mikey.
Patreon so I can fucking finance this new fucking computer. Because actually X helped me fucking pick out one. Fucking $4,000. So every little bit helps, please, and thank you. Graphics cards, man.
I'm just sitting here in my kitchen with my phone on charge, my work iPad, trying to share my screen. That's all I'm doing. Oh, it's been successful though, Mikey.
Thus far.
Best production I've ever done.
It's not on fire yet. And that is something we can be forever grateful for.
Give me a minute.
Nope. And we're all out of time. So if you guys have not been on the Patreon, please do. You can see Brenna and Jenna Miyu's show called BJ Specialists. Which is oh shit, the Illuminati eyes in the chat. Confirmed. You can check out their show, BJ Specialists, where they become besties on camera. They actually went out for fucking dinner together because they're both in SoCal. You know, one thing we didn't ask Wayne, and this would tell us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Who paid?
It's a good question.
Should we take bets?
No, but as they are BJ specialists, who knows? That might be worth watching a video to find out who paid.
I don't think they say it in the video. But I think we can speculate, and then maybe in their next episode they'll give us an answer after they watch this. Who do you got? I'll tell whoever you got. I'll take the other one. Just to keep it interesting.
I'll go Jenna.
I think Jenna paid.
Yeah.
Huh? You know what? No, that's fine. I probably would have guessed Brenna anyway. Brenna definitely. Miss Duncan definitely paid. No way she didn't pay.
Speculation. I bet neither of them paid.
And they just fucking dined and dashed?
No, I guarantee that Brenna got a watch out and went, drone just picked them up and went.
They both had drone backpacks on. Their purses just like chung chung ching ching ching. It just like formed a jetpack, and they just blasted off of the patio.
Yeah. Do you remember Centurions off of the 80s?
No.
The cartoon Centurions. You don't remember it?
I was born in 87, Wayne.
Oh man, it was around that sort of time. Centurions Power Extreme. It was the best cartoon that lasted for.
X, do you know what the hell he's talking about? I have no idea what he's talking about. No idea.
X, you must know Centurions. Quickly have a Google of it right now.
I can't Google it while I'm Centurions.
Yeah.
What is it? Maximum Power Force Accelerated? What is it called?
It was Centurions Power Extreme.
Power Extreme.
Yeah. So basically,
if anybody on the earth would know, X would
know. Right. So let me explain the premise of Centurions. So Centurions was you had 3 guys wearing exosuits. You had a land specialist, an air specialist, and a sea specialist, and these exosuits could have add-ons beamed down to them from Skyvault, which meant they were like
Skyvault.
Yeah. Oh, right.
You know
yeah. There you go. In the after show, we're going to have to watch an episode.
I'm not watching an episode.
Not an episode. We'll watch the
I'm not watching
intro.
the intro.
What?
No, we have to do. This is all leading to. I was talking about their show, so I can talk about our show, our Patreon exclusive. Because I got a hot take for you, baby.
Okay, bring it on.
And our show. What's our show called, Wayne? Or did you forget?
I forgot.
Okay. Our show is called "Promise You Won't Get Mad."
Mm-hmm.
And what me and Wayne are doing is we're taking one of our favorite songs and we're forcing the other person to listen to it in its entirety, and then the other person has to give a actual real commentary about it, and the other person has to promise they won't get mad.
Mm-hmm.
So I played Polyphia Goat, and then you played Muse. Which Muse song was it? I can't remember.
I think it was the Knights of Sidonia.
No. It was one with the bass, the funky bass thing. Or is it the RPG?
Hysteria.
That's it. I'm gonna say it's one word. But yeah, so if you guys are part of that Patreon thing, we're gonna actually record one today. Hopefully, I'll be able to get the audio done for this for all the podcasters today, and then also get this up on the Patreon today. So with all that being said, we got a GTFO because motherfuckers got shit to do. We gotta get out of here. So,
and I've got to find a song.
Oh, you haven't even been thinking about it? I already got mine. Mine's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Mine's perfect. Best band ever. But for Jarthan, for Brenna, for Wayne, and me, Mikey Feynman, this has been the Bin Podcast, episode 91, Dog Eat Dog. Peace.